Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Serene Fusion 80 star, baby. Let's go. It takes a while to reset, though. Alright, here we go.
Mario.
There we go, we got the slowest shit in the world. I know why it happens, but I never tried to fix it. It's something decompilated.
Make sure to play with
Just like-
in-game time for speedruns of this.
It's like 1 million exceptions that's happening on the reset. I don't know exactly why. Also, we're starting off with a glitch that allows us to get on the top of this roof. There's a stud there.
I wouldn't say it's a glitch. I'd say it's more of an Easter egg.
It's a
Yes,
feature.
Am I making
Feature,
this
not a
jump?
bug, of course.
I'm not making this jump, okay? Let me let me pretend that never happened.
Surely this time it will work.
What jump?
I glad I was right.
Then you can also grab the wing cap.
Alright. This time, it can't fail. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so now we're in Triarch Bridge. Because that's a stage in SM74, right?
EE.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, Pro 74 was supposed to have Extreme Edition courses to just mixed up it together, and even looking at the models of Pro 74, they were very definitely mixed ups between like two. Phenomena, some of the content. Oh, that's unlucky. This is a very tight cycle, by the way.
Yeah,
And
we're starting
don't
off
get
with a
the
bit of a
tight
banger
cycle-
star. I'm making this. Okay. Let's just take it slow and steady.
Oh my word.
You're just waiting for every cycle. You know, just chill.
Yeah, casual with the timer.
Yeah, the momentum on those things is
Wow.
really wank. You just carry all over momentum, which is why you can do it in one cycle if you're professional. Meaning not me, but you know.
Fucking washed Tazer.
To double down Sheffy comment about the music, it's actually Super Mario Galaxy 2 port. Well, the sound is so awful that I had to remove some instruments. It made the sound more like Super Mario Galaxy 1 port. So I guess the Super Mario Galaxy 1.5 port? If that counts?
I'd say it's a more of a, you know, a 1.6 or 1.7.
Yeah.
It's somewhere closer to 2. By the way, yeah, there was a platforming you're supposed to get to that switch. We don't do it because we go fast.
You're supposed to get in the tunnel and avoid bunch of fire spews, which is mildly annoying for casuals and speedrunners. But this is much faster. Also, are we gonna get the text and the spider that's gonna tell us where the hidden spot is? Just for the fans.
If I remember to do it. Actually, I'm going
Okay.
to we'll do it, we'll do it. For the
Let's
fans.
go!
Do I even remember how to do it?
You just talk to the lad, and he will take all the information, the critical information about this course layout. Here he is. And he will let you go to the hidden spot. What a chat, isn't he? The best B.
Such a
yes.
useful hint. I would not have known what to do without that guy.
Yeah,
It was all username's idea.
A real bro, if you will.
Alright, actually,
Username's
pretty tight cycle on this
Right.
one. It is usernames, right? Usernames are
Yeah,
spiders.
usernames are spiders. Yeah.
had a lot of ideas, but men usually cannot code, so we are a great team together. Spiders basically are just telling me that he would love to see this, and that, and I'm just, yeah, sure, let's do it, man. So this course, how it ended up being.
The brains and
Yeah.
the bronze. Kinda.
I think I my course worked pretty much the same way. Man just told me what to code, and I'm like, okay, I'm coding that.
Okay, I make thing. You have idea, I make.
Secrets up next.
So-
Nothing too much special here. Honestly, this entire stage, nothing really too special. Pretty basic platforming.
It's supposed to be a course one of kinds. Like after all, the like the way I'm supposed to have this like laid out, so that you can do two paths separately. So like you can either do Triarch or you can do the normal outside thing with space. But because I named Honeycomb course 6 like an idiot, people saw that it is not where they're supposed to go. I should have just made it a different way. I should have like called it also course 1, but maybe grayscale course 1, something like that would have been a better choice. But
Course 1A, course 1B, something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Also, I wonder what course this is supposed to be a remake of.
It's not supposed to be a remake of Pro 64 course at all. It's just a regional one.
Alright.
I think like all the courses in the Triarch Breach are regional, right? Well, technically Gold Sphere isn't, but we'll talk about it later.
We're coming up to...
Although I guess we don't... yes, I guess we're coming up to that. We can talk about the Gold Sphere now. So, the Gold Sphere meme is supposed to be me talking with Phantom. Phantom really wanted to have a sphere course in this game. And I really don't like spheres. And Phantom had a really simple suggestion, just make a tiltosphere. And I said, okay, sure, I'll make a tiltosphere. It will have infinite amount of angles. Although, I guess technically it's not infinite amount of angles, like a couple million of angles you can do.
Like 2
with
to
a
the
sphere.
32 or something angles, maybe.
Yeah, it's 65,000 squared. So it's a bit of angles.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we will see that very soon.
Just a quick note on this stage. See how I respawn while I fall off? I'll just respawn in the level. Turns out you can use that to skip the 100 star coin that 100 coin star sorry, that I just got. You can skip this animation if you try to get the 100 coin star above a pit, because it just voids you out and warps you in the level. I learned that yesterday because Aglab told me. But unfortunately, there's no really good route for it. What a great way to save a quit.
What the fuck? Yeah.
This is what happens when I try to talk. I just end up saving quitting. Talk about really bad places to save and quit. It's probably one of the worst ones. So yeah, if you missed this, here's how you get to overroll too early. And yeah, we were talking about Gold Sphere earlier. If you want a cube or a sphere with infinite rotations, this is how you do it.
This course is really not very playable otherwise. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, you can get. I was trying for a hole-in-one there, but you know what? We'll take an albatross. I don't wait. I actually don't know what the par for that one is, but it is gold. So
yeah, it is. I'm not sure what the par for that would be.
We ask Aglab. How many strokes did you intend for the player to take there? Ow. Oh, man.
A number.
10. Yeah, also original stage here, so... Nice.
Getting fake quicksand here hard.
Yeah,
That
so
was
you really know the guy who made this game really didn't like Kaizo by just making quicksand not actually quicksand.
I mean, it was originally quicksand.
It was, yeah, I could tell.
My general consensus about the quick response is that I don't like when music restarts. So instead of restarting the music and having to go back in the course, I just made a quick response so the music doesn't restart. Like usually you just can hear like first 3 notes of the song all over again. It's very repetitive. I don't like that. But yeah, this course was made by Luigi Man, the creator of the Nathaniel Big House and other bangers like that. Basically, that lad looked very promising for me, and I think they made a pretty good course and had some ideas.
Yeah.
Like the airlocks that you can see here.
Yeah, if you don't notice, I have low gravity because it's a stage in space. And that makes some jumps pretty cool, pretty different from your standard movement. It's only in like specific areas, such as in those like airlocks and stuff.
Yeah, you can technically try to steal the gravity thingy, but it's pretty complicated, and I don't think there's really any point in that either.
Yeah.
So
it does kind of slow your movement a bit, like your speed is kind of slower. Like see those long jumps that I did over there, they're like slower than just normal long jumps on normal gravity. Let's wait for this cycle. Yeah. It's a bit tight platforming here. Also kind of hard to tell where to wall kick. Actually, the hardest star in the run. Okay, we can.
Yeah, that's why we do this World 2 first, right? That's exactly the reason.
Gets all the hard stars off right off the bat. I really should stop continue no saving. I'm gonna get good again. Alright, we're gonna go for
there
some
are any
100
unknown
points, yeah.
crashes here.
Not that I've encountered, no. Phenomena, no. I've encountered a bunch of in that character. This
That's
one's safe.
interesting. Yeah, I think it's just a rare thing to have like crashes in the comp hacks, really. Although you could have more power, but usually if you code in C, it's just rare that you actually mess up something bad. And Phenomena, yeah, it's a binary hack. But we'll talk about it later, I guess, or Toaster will talk about it later. But yeah, okay, so what can I say about this course? So, this is one of the courses again. Is it an Overworld 2? Alright, yeah, let me talk about the Overworld 2 a little bit. So, compared to Overworld 1, this was made a lot later than the other courses. There was like 3 months between those two. So when the Overworld 2 started making it, I was just wanted to pad the content of this game. It was like a 45-star hack or so. And I wanted to be a bit more than that because people don't like small hacks. And I want to make like 120-star hack really, but I kind of lost motivation. Around 80 already.
That sounds
So it just
about right,
happened
you
to
know. Halfway of 45 and 120, it's like 80, so yeah.
Yeah, that's about how it is, yeah. And I always think it's a pretty good length, like it didn't really drag me too hard, and I still ended up having a lot of content for people to explore, even though I'm pretty sure some lads still wanted to have more and more content, give me more content. But it's so hard to make content, to remove the decent. And I didn't really want to slack compared to the first Overworld. It's hard. Hey, okay. I think we are to this course, right? 7 by... Oh no, it's one more star somewhere.
2 actually. You get to play around with the gravity a bit more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So these ones, you can really see the effect of the low gravity when I do this outside section. You can see a bit of like skips that aren't possible otherwise.
I don't believe you can even do it without the low gravity. It's pretty sure it's impossible. Like some of the jumps I have to do basically require you having to do large jumps.
Yeah. Obviously like these jumps just won't work at normal gravity. Like that. Oh wow. It doesn't work. Close. It doesn't work with high or low gravity either, apparently. We'll do that again. I just skip.
Yeah, and the common theme of this hack... Wow. The common theme of this hack is not being able to find the star number 1. So, and people usually tend to get the star last because they actually have to climb for this one. Oh, like the other ones, we just do some platform in the grounds. Oh.
Yeah, pretty weird trying to platform those, because you sometimes try to expect the jump to like make it or not make it, and then you overshoot or sometimes undershoot. It's a very weird experience. Same thing with this. So right here I'm gonna get the red ones that are rotating around this planet here. And the rings on this like Saturn planet are on a cycle, so have to make sure to get them, and I missed one, so we're already trying to guess which cycle I'm on. What?
Yeah, getting this without dying is like actually challenging. I don't think I ever ended up doing that. It's so hard. Like honestly, this game would be easily light Kaizo if it didn't have the quick response. But I guess the general point of this game is to be pretty hard, but the fact that you don't get booted out of the course makes it a bit more manageable.
Oh my god.
After all, for
these cycles, sometimes you just can't get the coins since there's no platform below to get them.
Yeah, this game was also made for the 10K Marathon 2022. It's gonna be like summer this year around 2023. And people who were blind racing that game were pretty good speedrunners and Kaizo players. So I ended up cranking difficulty pretty hard for this game. overall, and overall 2 had to be like at least not significantly easier. So there's lots of tricky platforming here and there. Anyways,
Well, we pretty much had to wait out the entire cycle for that one, but we made it out alive somehow.
yeah, just a casual couple minutes time loss. It's okay.
So we have red coins in this area too.
Yeah, the series is supposed to be like a forgotten memory of kind, I guess. I'm gonna put out the lore, it doesn't actually exist. Okay, so yeah, you're supposed to like color the sphere, or the sphere, good one. The color the triarch in different colors till you find the correct one. So the first colors was like orange, then it was gonna be purple, and gonna be more colors available to us. You can see here is yellow and blue, and in the end, it's gonna be the correct colors of spheres. Sadly, we're probably not gonna see the correct colors of the sphere, bro. Triarch. Speak.
You keep saying spheres. I'm being
I'm not
inclined
sure.
to believe you like spheres. You know, I think you really love the
I
idea
really
of
don't.
spheres.
It's just a course with a bunch of walls. I'm immediately thinking spheres, but no, it's a triarch. Yeah.
Very interesting
Just
next
like-
stage here. It's a stage.
Must be. Oh wait, no, it's not the most broken stage. It's the next one.
This stage is pretty broken because I just fall off, and that's the stage.
Yeah, clear.
That's the stage, all right. You just did the stage. And that's the only star in that stage. Now this one, this is a real stage. You might want to try
But
like
it's a.
explain the technicalities
about-
going on in this stage.
Yeah, I will try my best, I guess. So this stage is about as broken as the previous one, actually. At least I assume it's basically the same reason why the one in dance course was broken. So there are a technique called the quick warps here, where you can hold L to warp, because you can see it there. But the thing is, if you hold the L button and the cutscene starts playing, it will keep playing even if you are in the cutscene of grabbing the star, which means this course effectively turned into the non-stop mode. And we're probably gonna see that very soon, when Ice is gonna grab the first star. So
right now we're
the-
clearing off the
play-
secrets, yeah.
Yeah. So the pools here that you may see here refill your time, as you can see in the bottom left corner, and whenever you press the L button, the time switches, like 40 years I think. And if you crap in that L button, magic trick happens. You get brought back to the pool. Stick. Yeah, I didn't realize that was a problem. I really did not realize that. I probably wouldn't even try to fix that if I did realize that, but yeah, this is pretty busted. But also in version 1.2 or something, I made it so the music doesn't restart, so we can enjoy this banger track from Cave Story, I think.
Yeah, it's game.
I always forget the tracks.
Mimiga Village. What? That kick can almost kill you many times.
Wow.
Pretty
Take
sus placement of Lakitus in this level. There's one more later. Let's see if he kills me.
Robert is great at placing his Lakitus. Yes, heavily, we are not gonna see the thing that tells that it's a Robert course, but it is a Robert course. Although I did a little bit of a makeup to it. Mostly just added some background objects so it wouldn't look as boring, I guess. But even then, it's a pretty interesting course. I think lots of people really liked it and like call it one of the better courses in the game, which I think is fair.
It looks nice. It's a good mechanic that keeps the course going. But this Lakitu will it snipe me out of the air? I'm afraid. Okay, just have to take it safe.
I think you were fine though.
It
But
probably
that
was, but it's pretty scary sometimes. Well, not that like death is punishing in this level and this hack in general, but I really do not want to climb stuff again just because Lakitu really decided not to have its way.
Speaking of punishing stuff, I think we are approaching Wiggler fight right now. I probably should talk about that a little bit
Yeah, so
while you are collecting the other star.
yeah, just
Yeah.
as a heads up, this route does look weird for like a non-stop stage. But I assure you, this pretty much is the only route that works, that keeps the stage in non-stop fashion. Mainly due to the fact that this wiggler here exists, so... Yeah, how is this wiggler coded?
So here's the thing, whenever you switch times, something bad can happen to you. Mostly any object that is not static will disappear. So the wiggler star that is gonna spawn if you kill wiggler, it gonna disappear if you switch time. That's why I had to disable option to switch times. But it switched, I guess, in a weird way, so you can still hold L to warp or something. Oh yeah, because hold L to warp is a different thing. And now ISO is forever stuck in the past. Or in the future, I guess. I don't remember. I think it's the future, actually, yeah. So
Yeah, it's 4
now
years
he
in
has to be
advance.
really careful. Yeah.
So
now
I had...
you
Yeah,
cannot switch times anymore.
I had to like specifically choose this time to get the remaining stars because, well, first of all, you don't. One of them can't be obtained in the other time in the past, and thankfully, doing this lets me get all the remaining stars in the stage. So here you see there's like wall kicks that you need to like switch times in between each wall kick. You can just do this triple jump to skip it. And yeah.
Okay.
That makes the
And if you
route
break
better.
that box, it's over.
Yeah.
So better not break the box.
Yeah, you will lose 2 minutes if you break that box. But that stage is thankfully went well. Now this stage, on the other hand, I don't know if it's gonna go well because as you can see, it's RNG.
Yeah, it's
RNG incarnate.
It was inspired by one of the fan games called I Wanna Beat a Rand. It's basically random objects, and you have to roll to get a good RNG. If you think there is any logic here, no, there's just not logic at all. My logic here was just adjust amount of objects that will spawn on the screen till it's possible most of the times. That's my logic here. And sometimes it's really rough.
Sometimes it's not possible. We're gonna have to worry about that when it comes, but hopefully it doesn't. This one here seems possible.
Yeah, this is pretty good, yeah. I probably should have used some more forgiving RNG functions, really. That will be more distributed.
Yeah, that one's kind of weird, but
I think it was still possible though, but
yeah, it was if I had landed on the green thing. Try again.
now this looks like a problem. Oh no, never mind. There's one more there.
This is possible. I'm gonna take this back.
I'll go for the blue one.
Yeah.
Why not blue one? Yeah, this is much easier.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of the rougher ones in this set. Also, this stage is called Stargraze Medley, and it's because all of this, if you played the Star Revenge series by Brodude, they're pretty much like nods to those games. Like this, for example, is a reference to, which is it? Star Revenge 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Oh,
the
look at
previous
this
ones
RNG. Where are the cactuses? Where are the cacti?
Spicy.
Yeah, this one gets kind of weird sometimes. Let me actually try to make this work. I promise most of these work. If I
Yeah, I had to spawn a lot of cactuses to make it at least somewhat reasonable. Like, you can see there's a lot more cactuses than you really need to, because there is no logic again.
Yeah, sometimes they can just really get in the way though. Like, they just get real cramped and how am I doing this? Alright, we've done it.
Oh, this is
one,
scary.
Yeah, this one
Wow.
can also be a pretty big pain, this next one. It's the Star Revenge 6 Searchlight section. And don't be deceived by these like light hitboxes. They're pretty much a straight cylinder upwards up. And so if you like try to jump and take a shortcut through them, it does get you. That one got me there. Surprised. Can I make this one?
I should have really made the hitbox a bit more forgiving there, but
Yeah.
maybe next update. Copium.
Thankfully, this next one is just wait for a wing cap, forehead. There you go, nice wing cap.
Can use metal cap, but I guess wing cap is a bit faster.
Yeah.
And the vanish cap is here just for the memes, so it will be complete.
It's for the people who want to do box jumps across the thing and prove their Kaizo prowess.
Oh yeah. I wonder if I ended up doing that once. I don't remember honestly. But yeah, and this section is supposed to be very deceiving. It's supposed to scare you after the trivial cap section. But it's actually really easy because we only need one red coin here. And I just did the no block glitch here. Unlucky.
Yeah, so
which I did realize was possible.
And it's very deceptive how to do the note block glitch. Let me just get a straight one here. Because in normal ROM hacks, you do press B when landing on a note block to trigger the note block glitch like that. But in this hack, you actually press A instead. Why does that not make it? So I'm not really sure who changed the code such that it's press A instead.
Well, I stole the code for the no blocks from Scuttlebuck Razor, so he's the one to blame. This one has to make it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just tap it in.
And black screen. I think he's gonna figure it out. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, well that's all for the second overworld. Now let's do the overworld we were supposed to do at the start. If we just kind of followed where we're supposed to go. And didn't save and quit.
Yeah, I guess it's time for the cap stage first, I assume.
Yeah. So now you're gonna really see the Project 74 influence of this hack. So you know, this stage may or may not look familiar if you've played SM74.
I guess I can talk about the history of this hack now. Why is the Project 74 in the first place? It was supposed to be like that, but it such so happened to be that I didn't have any motivation to work on the Fan Game Marathon 2022 project. So I decided, okay, either we're not gonna have a hack for Fan Game 2022, or it's gonna be Project 74. And there we go. We got Project 74 in.
Yeah.
Also, Rev, you have a lot of echo, and it's bugging me. Okay.
Yeah, gimmick of the stage if it isn't, you know, it's probably not that apparent to the casual viewer, but the gimmick is there's these save points within the stage, and you're only allowed to be outside of a save point for 10 seconds. After that, it warps you to the nearest, or the last save point you were at. Did I miss a point? Oh, right. And yeah, all three caps are in this stage. So Aglab probably intended for you to do this stage first so that you get all the caps.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, such as the metal cap right there, which we won't get because, hey, you don't actually need the metal cap in this hack apparently.
There's literally no other metal caps other than in the here. I think there are no other metal caps at all.
Yeah, in the randomizer stage technically, but those aren't based on the switches.
Yeah, those are always enabled. I don't remember why did I do that, but I guess I did that just in case someone will find a way. And yeah, I mean it would be really terrible if you enter the randomizer stage and there's gonna be no caps. Oh my god, it would be hell.
So here's the real stage one, and it features a lot of pretty spicy tricks and skips, such as that one.
I don't even know why this happens, but yeah, that collision map is just completely botched.
Yeah, so you can just jump over the lava wall. And
now I cannot really fix it because it's a speedrun skip. But even then.
Oh, okay, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
Aglab was right, Kaizo was a mistake.
Kaizo was a mistake indeed. So this is supposed to be cost 3 Azure Abyss from Project 74, just SM74, but it's also mixed in with the deeper depth. That's why there's a lava section here.
Yeah.
I think it looks kinda neat that you were like doing a loop around and you're starting the nice and chill world and then it's suddenly lava and stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat idea. I like it.
I remember offering to do like a sunny beach in Project 74, but Arthur ended up turning me down because I haven't created a level model at all at that point.
Well, I was supposed to make a slide course for Project 24, but that also never happened to be. I was just way too lazy.
Yeah, and then I was just like, but what? I was like, alright. Go off, I guess, Arthur.
This is also something from the Extreme Edition. This section right here, as you can tell, features a lot of tight wall kicks, especially this arching one.
It's much more forgiving than one in Extreme Edition, though, because the thing that raises up is actually a checkpoint. So if you fall down in that pit, you will just get respawned back to the course's safe ground.
Yeah. Also, next one is another skip right here. First off, I'm gonna try to do this very speedy wall kick because this ground gives you a lot of speed when you're running on it. Not really sure why that's a mechanic.
That's because it's Sonic Adventure course.
Of course.
I mean, it's Sonic Adventure 1 music. It should have something fast in it. And there we go. And also it's fun. Like, it's really fun to just loop around the whole thing and see Mario's feet, like, be cycling.
Yeah. Yeah, just,
You're not wrong. Also, yeah, you're supposed to ride that manta ray all the way to the end, but turns out you can just land right in the middle of the path onto solid ground and just pretty much skip half of it. Saves like 12 seconds of just boinging on the manta ray.
I tried to make the manta ray faster, but SM64 said nope, and the button broke like hard. I probably should figure it out, maybe, but lazy.
Keep it so that the skip is worth something. Keep my discovery.
I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be worse. It skips like 3/4 of the manta ray ride already, so I don't believe it will be obsoleted. But also I can be lazy, I agree. I like being lazy.
Timer challenge here. That said, the camera is a bit weird. Any idea on why that is? Like, we're looking at
I think you're underwater. That's why the camera is broken. I never really looked into why that happens, but yeah. Just apparently the camera always follows your Y position. I think that's the same behavior that the water cam does. That's at least my assumption here.
That works.
It kind of worked, so I didn't really try to fix it.
Yeah, it's just a bit awkward, but thankfully you can just try again. But for that timer star, if you touch the water, like you start swimming, it will pretty much instantly end your challenge, so you have to be wary of that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also want to talk about Project 34 a bit more. So this course, it had basically nothing in it. So like this water, this ship. Okay, it had an Extreme Edition section. Okay, that I can give it for. The OOT things spinning with the fire, all that did not exist in this model. So for me, basically Project 34 cars were like canvases. So I'm like an artist, and I'm given a model that you can do anything with it. And I'm like thinking what cool gimmick I can put in it so it will be less boring. And that's how I ended up making this hack. Also, did we get double star spawn? Hell yeah, that was good stuff.
That's a safe set, pretty easy setup to get a double star spawn there. Here's the results. And that's it for course 1. Now we go to a bit more, you know, special course here with some pretty weird mechanics if I just didn't die like that. But hey, it's in the overworld. We're good.
Yep. Only a few seconds of time lost.
Yeah, so if anyone's played VVVVVV, this might look familiar.
Yeah.
Woo!
But hell.
Yeah. So imagine V6, but you can't see where you're landing most of the time. So it'd be a pretty tough challenge, especially when you're trying to implement skips like this.
Honestly, even wall kicks here, like normal wall kicks, are completely weird if you try to do them upside down. surprising enough how our brain really messes up if you just turn things upside down.
It really does.
But yeah, this is also a skip. You're not supposed to be able to long jump here, but well, yeah, I didn't realize it was possible.
Yeah, Mushi, now you know why I call this split cringe in my runs, because I don't think VVVVV, a really good 2D game, necessarily translates well in a 3D setting.
I mean, I had to do it eventually, like, it was just an idea that was sticking in my mind forever. And Mushi just had this course very much worked around VVV gimmicks, so I decided to fulfill the dream of Mushi, man. All the section I guess is useless, you can just flip once and win.
In case it doesn't like ring a bell to you guys, this is based on the Vanish Cap switch level in 74. You can see some resemblances here and there. What's that?
Yeah, because of the gimmick of this course, it was released very early on, so in fact Game Marathon, people would find that course quicker. And like, whoa, you can flip gravity in 64, because that's not very well-known thing, I guess. Although it's really not that hard to implement if you know what you're doing. But yeah, now it's a tiny skip here. You can do an arch to skip the whole slide. Let's see if I can do it. Hell, please.
Yeah, so
Hell yeah!
we had a slide in that level. Now we don't. Sorry, bro, dude. It's kind of an interesting slide concept too, honestly. Kinda a shame you just skip over it, but, well, that's the life of a speedrun. Now we're in course 2, which is, I would say, the hardest stage, both casually and in a speedrun. There's a lot of skips that can really just punk you, such as this one.
Making the lava deal 3 damage here was a mistake. Even with gripped warps, I still think it's a little bit rough at times.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, this is course 13 from Pro 74. Molten Treasure, just called the same way here.
Yeah, and it's stage 2 now.
And we have an actual treasure here. Look, we have golden bars, we have emeralds, all sorts of cool stuff. We also have lava still, so that's
Something another skip
hard.
here. Did you put slope picks on this hack, Andrew?
Nope.
Yeah, that's why this
This
is.
I didn't.
This is a bit of a tricky one without slope fix, as you can see, because you gotta time a lot of slope jumps on some pretty tight, on pretty steep slopes. But we make it.
Yeah, this is it's not very recognizable code 13, it's just a very vague idea of code 13.
Yeah.
It's like basically 3 islands, I guess that's what was on the left from code 13 really. Which I honestly don't mind, code 13 is kinda in SM74.
In SM74 and EE, the level was kinda
I guess the Extreme Edition version is a bit better, but I didn't really play it, so I can't say much about it. Also, that was a tiny skip here. You are not supposed to be able to get to the bar immediately, but
Right,
you
hold
can.
on. I have to pay attention.
Right, the Kaiser section here. Watch out. It's gonna be on the red one, I'm sure.
Is it the right one?
I'm sure.
It's
Yeah,
not the right one, man. It's not the right one. You lied to me.
Skill issue.
Oh wait, the right one.
Now it's a red one. I'm telling you it's a red one. It's always a red one.
Right is right.
God. Aglab almost looked like a fool there.
How dare you betray me, Mr. Hack Creator. Also interesting concept here. If you press L, you switch which is lava and which is not lava. In this section here, it goes off by itself automatically after a few seconds, but trying to optimize this and like changing the lava when necessary is like a cool concept for a star. That being said, it can easily kill you if you just mistime it, like I do in some runs. Thankfully, you should be alive.
I'm also pretty sure it was supposed to be just a boring shell section in Brody's mind, but sorry Brody, I had a different idea here. I don't think it worked out really well for this type of platforming.
Speaking of supposedly boring sections, we're gonna try to make a little auto-scroller section of Brody's here a bit more interesting. So we're gonna get 100 points, and we're gonna do it while triggering an auto-scroller essentially. After we get a couple more points here. And you'll see later there's gonna be this emerald that follows a track, and that's the auto-scroller. And we're also gonna try to get the 100 coins while riding the thing, or while letting it go, because you have to use the emerald at the end of the stage to get the star. So here.
To be completely fair, I tried to put as many coins as I could on the path of the emerald, so you will be able to get 100. That was at least my initial plan for hundreds. Although I would be surprised if any casuals actually did hundreds with the star. It's pretty tight.
It is pretty
Oh,
tight.
this is
I might
scary.
have missed it. I missed it. Alright. At least we can reset it. We just gotta have to respawn it again. At least you have most of the things now. Yeah, you can see like the things on the sides there. They're pretty much like the real triggers for this section. Like it pretty much builds the path for the emerald to go through.
If you are not very good at SimCity4, it might be a little bit hard for you to just follow it, but I try to not make it like super tight. So even if you are not super great at SimCity4, you can still do it.
It also
The
gets rid
section is
of,
also a bit.
it gets rid of the
section is also
previous
a bit
path,
tricky.
so if you try to trigger
make
the
it-
switches early, you might just screw yourself over.
Yeah, it might troll for me. Sorry if anyone fell for that.
Yes, this is why you need the emerald, because this thing's on a very high platform that you can't reach with just lava bouncing.
I'm pretty sure it was meant to have it like an acrobatic flyer type deal here, but please no. I can't even think how hard it would be to get there. Like it's so rough.
Brodo gets his flying star right here, so wing cap that only
Yeah, we already
spawns in
have
star
one.
6, and we get to just fly across the entire stage. So yeah, maybe just flying around this level makes you like really see how much it takes from the original 74 level.
Yeah, that one is very similar to Reach 74, I guess. At least the idea for the star itself. Yeah, I usually put like one star that is basically has no gimmicks in it in every course, just for the sake of it. And I guess it's also kind of a break for a player, so not everything is just hella gimmicky. And it also puts less pressure on my mind, so I don't have to think too much.
You gotta be careful not to like bonk on these pillars or do that. You can say this. We're fine.
Wing cap lasts like 2 minutes here instead of 1 minute, so you have a lot of time to spare.
Yeah, you don't really run out of wing cap here, but trying to like get up once you've fallen down to like the lower levels after bonking on these pillars is a bit of an experience. Yeah.
Project loves his huge courses, that's what it is. Also, I might have to still downscale it a tiny bit, I don't really know the original scalings. But it has a lot of content, so the scaling suffices really.
Alright, next stage, there are these vines that keep your momentum, and we can take advantage of that in very creative ways. So right here I'm gonna be attempting a bit of a BLJ setup, and hopefully I get it.
If you ever played Sonic Adventure 2, you might recognize this gimmick. It's basically exactly the same thing. I even opened Sonic Adventure 2 to steal it. Oh, that's unlucky.
Ah, this truck is gonna get me.
Wanna try it one more time? For the fans?
Sure. It's a bit hard, but you know what?
It is hard, yeah. It's a single start strat, really. Oh, I guess it's a 10 start stat, true. Oh my god, it was
It's a
like
bit tight,
pixel
and
away.
I didn't want to pause buffer it for, you know. in front of all these people. Pause buffering is cheating.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to do the BLJ. We'll pause buffer this.
Yeah, this thing has
Oh,
a
never
very
mind.
weird.
That's what I deserve for pause buffering.
Oh, you're gonna go for the backup. Yeah, you cannot really see where the blades are.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like align.
You honestly may as well do the windmill at this point.
Yeah, you might just like intend it. I'll do this. Let's do this red cone section first.
Probably a good way to go, really. So there's a beam that is going up from bottom to top, and it's a lava beam. So you have to like plan out your movement a little bit, although it's not very tough at all. Oh wow, that was scary.
Yeah, I've also seen some rare instances where it double hits you on like slopes. Kind of a weird way
Really?
to do. Yeah. Like I've only had it like
I never
happen a
saw that
couple
before.
times, but yeah. It's
Well,
not
my way
that
of doing it is just set Mario animation to lava burn. That's all I do. So I'm not surprised it can happen occasionally. Oh yeah, this is course 9, I think, from Super Mario 74. The flower something fields. I
something
don't remember
like
how
that,
it was
yeah.
called. Okay, let's see if this time it will work.
I'm gonna go for a
Surely.
cycle. Alright. With pause buffering, anything is possible. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that strat, because you're going to see it 3 more times. For pretty much
Yeah.
every star in the level that's outside.
Yeah, this course is a little bit broken because of that. I only should have just made the tops not being able to walk on, but I'll have to fix my mistakes now. And honestly, I didn't really try to fix my mistakes. Like, when I was making this, I mostly just had to like push the content as quickly as possible. So I'm like, okay, when they are gonna be racing this hack on Fat Game Marathon, they are not gonna try that. So I didn't really attempt to anti-cheese anything. That's why lots of things are broken like that. In the hindsight, I definitely should have made it super slippery or something.
There's like a lot of stuff being skipped here, like that star I just got, for example. The way you're supposed to get that is by like ground pounding a bunch of poles, and it makes this like one center pole in the middle of the level higher. And then from there you do like spinning, like you do Bowser spins to like get up, and then you launch yourself to the star. You don't do any of that now, because you just shoot yourself up the level.
Yep.
And here's the last one to get another star here.
And I think that's the last Arthur Chili course that we're gonna get this hack, right? Oh wait, technically not. But we should, wait, there's gonna be until the very end, and we'll talk about that later, but yeah. I guess Arthur courses are kind of recognizable and look pretty much similar to each other.
Yeah, we get a bit of a longer section here to enjoy the Arthur's, quote-unquote last course with this very interesting Cooper race that we're about to do. And since it's a Cooper race, no, we do it with 100 coins.
I had the idea for that Cooper race since forever. Like, since I saw the Cooper climbing up the walls normally, I always had an idea that it's so silly that the Cooper just can climb up the walls. That's not how the real life works. Like, you have to give someone a punch to get up on the wall, right? That's how it should work. And that made it truth.
And with that, we get whatever this is. Yeah, so...
Koopa needs some help.
So it's basically a Koopa escort mission.
Precisely. So yeah, he's stuck here, we gotta kick him up. Anything that involves the B button usually gets him up to things. So dives, punches, kicks, slide kicks. Here we launch him upwards, over his back.
Yeah, that one's a bit tight. But I kinda made it tight intentionally so it would be a little bit more goofy. So you like punch him and he just falls down because he is a silly goose.
And we lost the race.
There
That's
we go.
unfortunate. Thankfully he's nice enough to give us the star, even if we lost. You can just beat the Koopa race in advance and then have to push him around. Obviously, that's slower, but it gives you the star all the same.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's what
Would be really
everyone did
stupid
on
if
their
it-
first, in their first playthrough. Anyway, this is my favorite course in the entire hack. I'm not Toho
Must be
biased at
the-
all, by the
mu-
way. No bias.
Must be the most controversial one. Some people really hate it because of the Toho stuff.
Fucking really? That's slapped. What are they talking about?
Yeah, what are those guys on? So first star here. There's only 2 stars here, unfortunately. I really wish it was longer, but this star just collect the reds in the first area, and we get a series of puzzles here, a series of platforming sections here. For example, the ones you can land on are lit on like a cycle, and then the rest is lava. Here's just a maze.
Thankfully, this maze has some talents to show you where to go. The correct word will be sparkling, which was the case when Pi sent me this course, and I had a fun time exploring this. But it's not particularly fun to do.
Thankfully,
Yeah, they
pretty
also
much the
went the
first
wrong
exit
world.
you see is the right one. Here's the classic, the one in the mirror tells you which the real platforms are, so just take a look on that side, you can see which ones the real ones are. And I grabbed that coin just to demonstrate that the real coin that shows the path gives you 5 coins instead of 1, like a normal coin. And that's how you're supposed to like navigate through this maze.
Yeah, it was still a poor tell. I should have made it even more obvious. Some people still had struggled to collect coins. It was too hard.
Nah, they be 3-heading. Don't listen
Yeah,
to
it's
them.
reverse eating on stream, so please stop eating on stream, Rev. Thanks.
So I'm eating oats, and now it's just price scraping from me using a plastic spoon.
Wow, plastic spoon at home. That's weird.
Anyways, going from my favorite stage to my least favorite stage. This is course 5 from SM74.
Course-
With a lot of modified stuff in it. And a lot of
Is it
really
course
weird
5?
skips. I think course 5 Haunted Factory.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. I always find it weird that course 5 is an oval too. Also, Joel. Oh, that sounds like it. And it must have been like a couple pixels away.
We Jolin?
Please work this time. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you can't tell, you're supposed to like take another shell to this section, but you can just skip it with like a really precise slide jump wall kick.
Also, the shell is a bit more forgiving than the no one in vanilla SM64 because if you hit the wall, it's not gonna break immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
Although
this
it,
section was really painful.
it
Otherwise,
does tend to break very easily when you hit those fish. When
oh yeah,
Baby
that
spinning.
now that was intentional.
Another really weird mechanic here are these crystals that you push around to like form a path. Sometimes they really won't go in the direction you expect them to, so have to like make sure that they're aligned. Like here, I want to push it diagonally, and sometimes it won't go diagonally. But thankfully, it's cooperating right now.
Everything here is actually inspired by one fan game called I Wanna Be Genki With You. I'm not sure if anyone really knows that one. It's an awesome fan game from Wanna Be the Guy. And basically every mechanic, including Joel, is inspired by that game. It has the crystals, the friendly boosts, the fish stuff. Or I guess trash compactor is also original Gale idea. Yeah, that game has Joel. It's not exactly the same Joel, but it's basically Joel. So the friendly boosts work in a very pesky way. They just jump you, put you in a jump state. So if you have a correct position, you can just jump on them and get to the top, hold on top.
Yeah, sometimes they can just send you in places you really don't want to be, and that can be annoying, but thankfully they're pretty nice now. They're pretty friendly, as the name for those boosts would imply. But sometimes, yeah, they just throw you into a pit, and you just stand there looking sad, like, why did I go there?
Yeah, there's also a couple troll ones here and there, just to make fun of the player who trusted the friendly boost. Never trust anyone. So I guess we're going to the top of the factory. Also, yeah, those things that are on top of the factory, they also inspired from the Genki.
Yeah,
Those things also exist in that fan game. Although they're a bit more various cases, this one is just that thing and that other thing. I'm not sure how to describe that.
Yeah, there are a bunch of things, alright, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I could just imagine Mario looking back at the ghosts, saying like, "What I do to you?"
Just some ectoplasm stuff here and there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's Haunted Factory after all, right?
Yeah.
Alright, one more star, which is the trash compactor star. What did you do with the womps in this stage? Because for whatever reason, you can kind of go through the sides of them, and I'm not really sure.
I think
but
that's...
sometimes it doesn't work. So there's a bit of a wonky collision on them.
I only made them like a bit faster, and by a bit faster I made like immediately go down. I think that's the only thing that I really did to them. But everything else is decomp. And I'm pretty sure decomp has to do with broken ceiling and stuff like that, which I once don't mind. I think it makes the star a bit better.
Thankfully, sometimes you can just get crushed while trying to go through the sides of those things, and you pretty much get crushed again since they're fast enough to like go down while you're still flattened, and you take 6 damage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough way to lose a run, just getting owned by those thwomps. We get a pretty standard 100-point section here, just collect a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and the Vanish Cap Run is also one of those stars that are just like, here you could have a star without any particular gimmick, just a fun one for the chills. And here's a blue coin switch that no one ever finds. But you really don't need it anyway, so it's just there.
Yeah, there's a lot of coins in the level itself, but that blue coin switch pretty much gives you like, what, 55? So you're set for life.
Yeah, and cost itself has like, what, 150? Maybe even 200, so it's crazy. It's honestly fitting for the Gale course, as they really love to put like a bunch of coins in.
By the way, this Vanish Cap is like a minute long. It's also extended duration, so we have the time to collect 100 coin star and kill a bunch of enemies before we need the Vanish Cap right here and get this stuff.
Yeah, that Vanish Cap is extended for a different reason. I wanted the music to play out. This amazing banger, I guess. It has a funny thing with it. I timed it to play some random noises in the song.
Oh,
like there's a piano
realest Kaizo star
show.
in the world, by the way.
Oh yeah, that one is something. Thank you, we're not gonna get Among Us drone this time around. Unlucky. But you're supposed to draw a star here with the Mario moveset. And this is not particularly easy. And it was not quite a bit.
Yes.
Oh, it was pretty good, honestly. Okay. I'm surprised that's 80%, honestly, like...
Me too, honestly. that looked like pretty off to me, but hey, if it works, it works.
It almost looked like the star is like shrugging, like.
I'd be shrugging too if I had to draw like that.
Now it's time for the dual adventure. We have Riono coming up with the clutch and Luigi for the fans. People in the 74 community love Luigi. They always expect him to be real, if you will. And they have the man himself.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure lots of people find this the course the best, which I think it's okay.
It's an okay course, yeah.
So
that being said, I don't really like 2D sections that much, so they kind of get annoying, but a lot of pretty interesting concepts here too. Such as these walls.
Yeah, it's all.
They disappear
Yeah,
after
it's all
you touch
based
them.
around this. It's a main gimmick, just used in lots of different ways. Also, I realized after the release there are lots of bullet bills in this hack. which I kinda like. Didn't realize at first, but honestly they are pretty spread out around the game, so it doesn't get too boring.
A lot of them in this course, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, another course is like Luigi Man's one. There are also a bunch of bullet bills, but I guess they also behave a bit different, so it's not too bad.
Right timing here to like try and spawn back the walls. And here's like a rush section where you have to make sure that you don't fall. Just make sure it's fast. More bullet bills, as you said.
Yeah, always should have the jump scare. And that bullet bill is one of the harder ones. Definitely the most annoying one.
Ugh. Okay, sometimes that thing can hit you. Thankfully now it doesn't.
Oh wow. I probably should have made the hitbox a bit more lenient for that one, but whatever. It's not even a real 2D section, to be fair. It's just the camera has been fixed, and the camera also turns, so it's not really a 2D section. Yeah, can we get a death here from the rocks? Oh wow, we can actually die here, I think. Wow.
I almost tried to force a death there. That being said, I actually don't know where the checkpoint is, so... Dear God, if I have to start
I don't
the
think we
entire
should find out.
stage. Yeah, I'm not trying to like, find out where it spawns me back.
You probably won't be very close. So. Now it's time for the crash section, which was looking very different compared to what Crash had me. So basically this is TTM slide if you have a very good eyes. So what Crash sent me is basically TTM slide, then CCM slide and the original vanilla slide stitched together in one huge course. So I decided to just leave one slide, the TTM slide, and give it some motor makeup. And use Shell to give it a lot of various gimmicks of kinds. Also Crash is banned for making this course.
That's rough.
sorry Crash.
That's a rough one. Also, I'm gonna try a strat here. Don't try this at home.
Thankfully, there's also a checkpoint on this platform, so it's not too bad. But you're not gonna see the Sonic Heroes section, the classic.
I don't. I've played enough Sonic Heroes. I've played 1,000 hours of Sonic Heroes. I don't need more of that game. Ah! Okay, thankfully I'll let grab.
Not bad. But you're supposed to just jump on this shell in an auto-scroller manner here.
Yeah.
But this is more epic, if you will.
Yeah, it also loses 10 seconds, so...
Well, you want to do it for the swag, of course. It's just the important thing.
glad to see someone who knows what matters here.
Yeah.
And here's a pretty basic stage, just to climb up the thing, so...
Yeah, arguably the more important thing, rather than the speed factor, is the sickness factor.
Of course. For a marathon, I think it's even more important to be sick rather than fast.
Yeah.
Hopefully not physically sick.
As
apparently some people have?
Also, this tower is supposed to be... the whole game was supposed to be a bunch of towers stitched together, but only Xenon ended up making a tower. And I think it makes it unique in that regard.
So it's just one tower.
Yeah, just one tower.
kind of sad, but well, what can you do? Anyways, a pretty interesting note about this stage. Normally, you're not supposed to wall kick off of walls when Mario's going at a perfect 45-degree angle at them. With the exception of some stages, including this one, you can. And that makes for like some creative jumps, which you'll see later. Okay.
Yep, only Mushi course and this course has like 50-degree wall kick angle jumps. I don't exactly remember how much I said it too.
Rovert's course too, time travel.
And Rover's too, of course, yeah. Because of those wall kicks at the top, yeah. So 3 courses have like 50-degree wall kick angles, and everything else is just a regular 44.9. Which I think is honestly a good way to do it. Like, having them always be wall kicks is kind of annoying, but where lots of platforming depends on you having to do good wall kicks, it's just more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I don't even think lots of people really noticed the fact that there are 45-degree wall kicks here, because it just works.
Are there even like firsties in the hack? Now that I think about it, did you like patch out
No,
firsties?
I patched out firsties.
Yeah.
Yes. The border slide made me patch out firsties. It was so unbelievably annoying to get firsties on those wall kicks. Well, you didn't see them, but it made it awful to play.
Yeah, I can see that being annoying. Like random speed boosts off of wall kicks. Oh, what is that?
Exactly that. Yeah, those are sticky platforms, but they are a little bit weird. They preserve your angle as you walk it on them, so that's why some platforming might feel a bit weird, but it was made for a purpose. Well, you will still get the sparkles that notify that you got the thirsty, like the quick sparkles that you get for thirsty, but you won't get the speed. I just added the condition, like if your speed is above 15, make it 15. That's how I fix thirsties. I tried to fix them in my previous hack to Escape from the Jail Definitive Edition, but it ended up giving player 2 frames to do first instead of 1. Very good fix myself. And this hack actually has it fixed.
If people struggle on those wall kicks anyway, well, no need to struggle on it if you don't do them.
Root based.
A lot of more skips in this stage with like pretty creative wall kicks and like the custom mechanics using these platforms, such as this upcoming one. So here, right cycle, we can triple jump off this thing.
I assume you also want to go for this star first because it's a star number 1. And after the first star, there's gonna be a quick warp that will let you get on the top of the page.
Give my long jump. Well, let's wait for our next cycle. Yeah, so you're supposed to like do a bunch of like what is it called? Like climbing around this texture right here, the below. Like it's like a monkey bar section, but you can maintain speed from those elevators, like upwards momentum, into like a long jump, so you can like cheese it.
And it's honestly a bit of a weak section in this course. I should have made Scuttlebug do something different, but I didn't end up doing that.
Banger music, by the way.
Yeah, the one that I cannot hear right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a banger.
A couple more skips here just to skip all those sticky wall kick platforms.
Yeah, there are so many ways around this place. It's a playground for a reason. I think that was the intention of Scuttlebug, to give you a bunch of choices to get around this section. I think that's a pretty unique idea, honestly. Like, usually there's only one way the developer intended you to do something, and here you have a full choice on what you want to do, really.
Yeah.
You have so many creative like wall kick setups that you can do to like traverse these platforms, such as I'll try this one for example. Yeah, just don't even need to land on those platforms. Just wall kick on the sides. Again, making use of the 45-degree angle wall kicks there. Pretty perfect for this
that's what I
stage.
haven't seen before. It's neat.
And one last star, we just kill Big Boo guy. The top of his penthouse. Apparently this is supposed to be a penthouse, not a playground. It's a villainous penthouse.
I mean, the whole thing is supposed to be penthouse, but penthouse itself inside might have a playground, right? That's how it works.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, okay, we do need this switch though.
I guess it's kind of a 6.25 style fight, but a lot better because boxes don't break. If anyone played 6.25.
It is on a timer though. Pretty lenient time, but you have to like kill him since he's pretty much on top of the thing. Like you have to like have the platform selected to hit him. And so we didn't actually use the sticky platforms earlier. We're gonna use them now to get this toad star on top of this building.
I'm surprised you're not just cheesing this with the wing cap.
Well, it's,
I guess
I don't think it's faster, but you know, because you're just right here, so might as well do it.
Yeah, true.
All right, next one is everyone who played this at the fan game marathon. This is their favorite star. It's a pretty obvious star. Like, come on, who wouldn't?
Yeah,
fail
they had
at
to
this
go
star,
through.
right?
They had to go through hell though. Like it wasn't like this before. It went through so many nerfs.
Oh yeah, didn't Dinvik make this?
Yes, the big man.
Yeah. So
And
as
then I changed
Aglab,
things and
Aglab told me you
and a lot
literally
more
can't
things.
beat this level without opening the map. So you actually have to know that you press L there to open the map there. Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
all
you're
the
supposed
stars
to
in
climb.
the stages. We've done it. All that's left is this final Bowser stage, which is, again, for the SM74 fans, is just a collection of what is it? Different all the Bowser stages in SM74. You'll get to see them in their miniature versions.
what they put in the good looking map though. I honestly don't remember if I ended up making the visuals for the map. It was also like a paint map with like black and white textures, like lines. It was hell.
Glad I wasn't there to experience that.
Me too. I was. The thing is, like me, Phanton, and Mui were just like toying around with the hack a little bit after the race. Mui was mostly just figuring out the actual tower maze, and
What, you go shit?
and I was just I was just kind of bored and decided just to do vanilla single star instead.
Jesus. Yeah, by the way, the gimmick of this stage is that each of the 3 sections, you get like a piece of like a bunch of platforms that take you to the top of the castle, and so you build up the way there. You don't need all of them. You only need one, the one at the very beginning that I got, but you still need to get the red coins for the star, obviously. And here's that one platform that we got. From here we just cheese everything. It's kind of weird. You have to get this like red coin anyway. So why do you think that like people will just arch wall kick their way up to the top from here?
I mean, I knew that was possible. I just left it in because it was sick. That's it. But yeah, it is supposed to be 3 Bowser courses from 74. So Bowser 1, Bowser 2, and Bowser 3, just put together as a dioramas to like reference Log's Life of Dioramas and Pro 74 at the same time.
Yeah.
And you did a great job at it. I love it. Same thing with this boss fight. We don't do throws in this game. We just fight Bowser by spawning bombs and putting him into the bomb. But
Yeah, I would have put throws in my hack. That's not allowed.
So these bombs, by the way, they might look random, but they spawn based on your position. So now I know that the next one is going to be like right over that corner. So here.
Yeah, and shout outs to Mui for actually beating this fight in the fan game marathon. What a giga chat.
Now it turns to a bit of a bullet hell type situation, but we can jump. So not much of a problem. The bombs can be in
Yeah,
like
those are
weird positions here, so you
Yeah.
might be screwed on some occasions, but it's pretty lenient most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So look, if you're curious what are those projectiles are, those are actually leaks. Like the Miko leaks.
Yeah.
But they look very awkward.
Yeah. It just turns from like a positioning challenge to just diet avoidance.
Well, you can't really die here. You should have some skill issue to die to the second phase, really.
Yeah. If you just forget the A button exists.
What do I do here?
And last hit. Time stops on the star grab.
Alright.
Man.
Man.
Do we have some time to watch the credits, by the way? I think we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of time.
Right.
I put
We
this
can jam for a bit.
Pretty good credits here. Shows you all the levels as usual, but some of them with some pretty interesting things that you can do.
By the way, there was like funny thing is, when I actually got that, whenever I actually beat the final Bowser there, there was like a weird glitch where I had like a perma squish on, and I happened to dodge the fucking thing after that, and I landed the final
1.1,
hit.
I think.
I've never seen the
I never
perma
figured out
squish
how-
thing. Yeah.
It was really rare, but I never figured out how to unsquish Mario till like 1.1. It was some random variable that was called like squish timer, and you had to set to -1 so it wouldn't squish Mario. I hate this 64 sometimes, really. It's just such a wonky game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a bunch of developers here, and
yeah.
also these credits have a bit of Easter eggs. Most notably, in the goal sphere, you can rotate the sphere, and in roller course you can switch times.
You can also draw here
I also should-
on this thing, but you can't move, so unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly. I will let player move. Trust me. Next time. Let's guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who are those
let's
lads
just-
anyways?
Yeah, I
What a
don't
weird
know.
lads guy.
The lads. Oh no, I just put it as lads. Okay.
Yeah, it just put it as louds.
By the way, you can switch here. You can see. Oh well, I ran out of meter. Yeah, you still are limited by the amount of time switches you can do in that in this credits. There's an invisible meter there.
Also,
Yeah.
music switches from one track to another because the first track just ended up being too short for these credits.
But I thought you just
So-
really wanted 2 tracks.
Nope, not really.
It was just too short, and then you just set it for the.
And Sonic Adventure 1 Gamma theme for the ending is just such a good track.
It is. Yeah.
It's also very nostalgic, at least for me, because I played
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 1 a bit too much in my childhood. There we go, we have.
it was pretty fun. Playing this for Fan Game Marathon last year.
It's splines, yeah.
Um,
Splines for the focus point and the position of the camera, that's it. Yeah, you're probably right, Max, yeah. Honestly, considering like the recent installments like Sonic Frontiers, it's bad. SA1 must have been the best, but yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you for playing. Any
Hey,
final
congratulations to
words
Phenomena.
for this hack that's probably gonna win Hack of the Year in a few days later?
Yay!
maybe.
Any last
Yeah.
shoutouts before we also transition it to the next Project 74 hack, Phenomena?
Yeah.
Shoutouts
Phenomena.
to Lag My Lord here in chat, Dirk Klunger for making Area 74 and inspired our whole community around.
Yeah,
Well, we are still going for 10 years.
shout out to
Crazy.
Dirk Kluger.
Dirk Kluge.
Dirk Klunger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I guess let's just set up.
We're waiting for Toaster Ketchup, right?